Welcome to the Attitudes Estoicas channel. Here, we explore the ancient teachings of Stoicism and how they can transform our lives today. If you're looking to strengthen your resilience, find inner peace, live a more meaningful life, and learn to deal with life's challenges with grace and wisdom, you're in the right place. Join us on this journey of self-knowledge and personal growth, where every obstacle is an opportunity to become stronger and wiser. How you deal with pain and suffering? Do you reveal it, hide it, or transform it? Revealing your pain can sometimes attract more harm than healing it. Is a harsh reality, but there are those who find distorted satisfaction in witnessing the suffering of others. Even feeding to this disturbing mix of sadism and envy can significantly impede personal growth, manifesting itself in various spheres of our lives, whether at work, in our social circles, or even among family. However, within you there exists a remarkable source of strength, a hidden power waiting to be harnessing the art of transforming vulnerabilities into unshakable power. In this video, we will show 5 profound historical principles of Epithet, the esteemed philosopher whose ideas have stood the test of time. But there is more. We invite you to actively participate in this interactive journey of self-discovery and personal growth. So in the next crucial moments, focus deeply on what is being shared, leaving aside the usual daily distractions. Let's start. Principle 1. Pain and suffering. Revealing your pain can sometimes attract more harm than good. It's essential to harness your inner strength and transform vulnerabilities into unshakable power. We live in a world where pain and suffering are inevitable companions on our journey. However, how we deal with these experiences defines who we are and who we become. Revealing our pain may seem like an act of courage, but often, this exposure makes us vulnerable to further harm, attracting the malice of those who delight in the suffering of others. In this sense, it is essential to find within ourselves a hidden source of strength, capable of transforming our vulnerabilities into unshakable power. Stoic wisdom, passed down through the centuries, teaches us to navigate the turbulent waters of life with resilience and dignity. Imagine yourself as a ship facing a storm. Revealing your weaknesses to the rough sea makes no sense. Instead, you reinforce your hull, adjust your sails, and face the waves with determination. Likewise, our pain must be internalized and transformed, strengthening us rather than breaking us. Epictetus, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, bequeathed to us principles that have stood the test of time. He reminds us that true strength is not in avoiding suffering, but in knowing how to transform it. Instead of looking for sympathy or compassion, we must look within ourselves for the ability to transmute this pain into personal growth. Pain may be a harsh teacher, but its lessons are profound and lasting. Turning vulnerabilities into power takes practice and discipline. Start by acknowledging your pain and accepting it as part of your human experience. Denying or hiding pain only makes it more powerful. Then reflect on what this pain can teach you. What are the lessons hidden in the shadows of suffering? Pain often shows us where we need to grow, where we are weakest, and what we truly value. Furthermore, it is essential to cultivate emotional resilience. Don't allow the attitudes and comments of others to define your worth or control your emotional state. When you surrender your power to the words and actions of others, you become a prisoner of external expectations and judgments. Instead, reclaim your emotional autonomy. Your inner peace is a treasure that must be protected and cultivated. Practicing resilience also involves accepting the worst. Life is unpredictable and often overwhelming. Face your darkest fears head-on and accept that feared events can happen. This acceptance is not resignation, but a preparation to face any adversity with grace and courage. When you embrace the worst, you free yourself from the chains of fear and anxiety, allowing yourself to live more fully and presently. Finally, remember that true transformation occurs when you stop seeing pain as an enemy and start seeing it as an opportunity for growth. Every challenge, every obstacle, every moment of suffering is a chance to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Grief does not have to be an end, but it can be a new beginning. So the next time pain knocks at your door, don't reveal it to the world in search of compassion. Instead, embrace it, learn from it, and turn it into an unshakable power. In the art of transforming our vulnerabilities, we find the true essence of Stoic strength and the path to a life of resilience and serenity. Principle 2. Listening and influences. Listen more than you talk and don't let other people's comments control your emotions. Maintain your peace and joy by mastering your reactions to negativity. We live in a world full of noise and distractions. At all times, we are bombarded by other people's opinions, criticisms, and judgments. In this scenario, the art of listening more than talking becomes an invaluable skill, not only for maintaining our inner peace, but also for wisely navigating the complexities of life. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus reminds us that we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we can hear twice as much as we speak. This simple anatomical observation carries a profound truth. Listening is a bridge to understanding. When we choose to listen carefully, we open space for empathy, reflection, and personal growth. True strength lies in the ability to listen to the stories, pains, and joys of those around us, without the need to immediately interject with our own opinions. On the other hand, it is crucial not to let the comments and attitudes of others control our emotions. We have all experienced the impact of a negative word or a disapproving look. These small aggressions can easily tug at our emotional strings, dictating our mood and state of mind. However, Epictetus teaches us that in this theater of life, we have the choice to dominate our emotions. Why allow other people's negativity to become the master key to our emotional well-being? Maintaining inner peace is an act of resistance in a world that often seems dedicated to disturbing our balance. It's easy to drown in anger or wilt under criticism, but in doing so, we give our power away to others. Recovering this key does not mean harboring resentment or bitterness. Rather, it is a practice of deeply understanding that our joy and peace are sovereign, and we must rule them firmly. Mastering our reactions to negativity requires a daily commitment to self-observation and the practice of detachment. When we face criticism or hurtful comments, we must ask ourselves, does this really define who I am? Does this opinion have any basis in my truth? Most of the time, these negative words are reflections of the insecurities and frustrations of those who say them. An essential component of Stoic philosophy is acceptance of the things we cannot control. We cannot control the words and actions of others, but we can control how we respond to them. By practicing mindful listening and thoughtful responding, we cultivate an inner space of calm and clarity. This allows us to respond, rather than react impulsively, to everyday provocations and challenges. Furthermore, by listening more than speaking, we develop a broader, more enriching perspective on life. Each person we interact with has a story, a unique experience that can teach us something valuable. When we listen with genuine attention, we not only strengthen our relationships but also enrich our own understanding of the world. Therefore, I invite you to adopt the Stoic practice of listening more and speaking less. Protect your peace and joy by not allowing the comments of others to dictate your emotions. Be the guardian of your emotional well-being, responding to adversity with serenity and wisdom. Remember, true strength is not in dominating others, but in dominating yourself. As you cultivate this skill, you will discover that even in the midst of chaos and negativity, your inner peace will remain unshakable, guiding you with clarity and purpose in every situation in life. Principle 3. Acceptance and simplicity. Accept worst-case scenarios to build resilience, embrace failures as stepping stones to success, and find true wealth in simplicity and experiences rather than material possessions. In the whirlwind of modern life, where speed and complexity often leave us overwhelmed, Stoic philosophy offers a clear compass: acceptance and simplicity. In a world that values accumulation and perfection, Stoic wisdom invites us to embrace our flaws and find true richness in experiences and simplicity. Accepting the worst-case scenarios is not an act of pessimism, but of mental preparation. Epictetus teaches us that life is unpredictable and full of uncertainties. When we face the possibility of the worst, we become stronger to deal with any adversity that may arise. Imagine yourself as a sailor on the open sea. Preparing for the storm, rather than fearing it, makes a sailor more resilient and confident. Likewise, by accepting worst-case scenarios, we free ourselves from paralyzing fear and develop unshakable inner strength. Accepting our failures as stepping stones to success is another crucial lesson. Modern culture often glorifies instant success and perfection, But the reality is that true growth comes from mistakes and failures. Every failure is an opportunity to learn, adjust, and improve. Think of the great inventors and philosophers throughout history. Their trajectories were marked by countless mistakes, but it was precisely through these mistakes that they achieved greatness. When we embrace our failures, we turn every stumble into a stepping stone to success. True wealth, Stoicism teaches us, is not in the accumulation of material goods, but in simplicity and meaningful experiences. In a world that bombards us with messages of incessant consumption, it's easy to lose sight of what really matters. Simplicity frees us from the pressures of materialism and allows us to focus on what brings true value to life: relationships, experiences, and self-knowledge. Imagine a life where the incessant search for material goods is replaced by the search for rich and meaningful experiences. Instead of worrying about the latest car or the fanciest home, we focus on moments of genuine connection with friends and family, trips that expand our understanding of the world, and activities that nourish our soul. This is the true richness that Stoicism proposes to us. Simplicity also offers us an inner peace that is difficult to find in a life full of unnecessary complexities. By simplifying our needs and wants, we eliminate the stress and anxiety that comes with the endless search for more. We find contentment in small things and present moments. As Seneca said, true happiness is enjoying the present without anxiously depending on the future. So how can we apply these Stoic principles to our everyday lives? Start by accepting that imperfection is part of the journey. Recognize that mistakes are opportunities for growth. Simplify your life by eliminating the unnecessary and focusing on the essential. Value the experiences and relationships that really matter, rather than losing yourself in the pursuit of material possessions. By embracing acceptance and simplicity, we discover a deep source of resilience and contentment. Instead of being slaves to external circumstances and material desires, we become masters of our emotions and creators of our own happiness. True wealth is not measured by what we possess, but by the peace and fullness we feel in our hearts. In short, Stoic philosophy guides us to accept worst-case scenarios to build resilience, embrace failures as stepping stones to success, and find true richness in simplicity and experiences. By adopting these principles, we live more fully, with a lighter heart and a clearer mind, ready to face any challenge life throws at us. Principle 4. Humility and friendship. Practice humility by acknowledging your ignorance and continually learning. Surround yourself with positive, inspiring people who lift you up instead of draining your energy. We live in a world where arrogance and ego often dominate human interactions. However, Stoic philosophy teaches us the value of humility and true friendship as pillars for a full and meaningful life. Practicing humility, recognizing our own ignorance and seeking continuous learning, opens the doors to authentic growth. At the same time, surrounding ourselves with positive and inspiring people can transform our existence, elevating us to new heights. Humility is an often underestimated virtue. In a society that values extreme self-confidence and boasting of knowledge, admitting that we don't know everything can seem like weakness. However, the Stoics, such as Epictetus and Seneca, teach us that true wisdom begins with recognizing our ignorance. By admitting our limitations, we open space for continuous and genuine learning. Each day becomes an opportunity to acquire new knowledge and perspectives. Imagine yourself in a room full of people sharing their experiences and wisdom. If you go in with a closed mind, believing you already know everything, you will miss countless learning opportunities. On the other hand, if you approach each interaction with humility and curiosity, you will come away enriched with new insights that can transform your life. Humility is not a defeat. It is a triumph over the ego and an open door to wisdom. Furthermore, practicing humility strengthens our relationships. When we recognize that we don't have all the answers, we become more receptive to the contributions of others. This creates an environment of mutual respect and collaboration, where everyone feels valued and heard. Humility, therefore, not only enriches our own learning journey, but also strengthens the social fabric around us. Equally important is the circle of people we choose to surround ourselves with. The friendships we cultivate have a profound impact on our energy and well-being. Epithet reminds us that we should choose our friends wisely, seeking out those who uplift and inspire us. Positive and inspiring people encourage us to be the best version of ourselves, while so-called energy vampires drain our vitality and pull us down. Think about the people you have around you. Do they inspire you to grow and pursue your dreams? Or do they constantly undermine your confidence and enthusiasm? Choosing friends is crucial. Surround yourself with those who radiate positivity, who celebrate your victories and support you in difficult times. These are the people who light your path and help you overcome obstacles with resilience. True friendship is an invaluable treasure. It's not about quantity, it's about quality. A true friend is one who is by your side through ups and downs, who offers sincere advice and who shares your joys and sorrows. These authentic relationships are built on the foundation of mutual respect, trust, and reciprocity. When we cultivate friendships like this, we create a support network that strengthens and inspires us. Humility and friendship are therefore interconnected. By practicing humility, we become better friends, more open and accepting. And by choosing inspiring friends, we are continually reminded of the value of learning and growth. This synergy creates a virtuous cycle of personal and community development. In a world filled with superficiality and competition, Stoic philosophy offers us a different path. Practicing humility allows us to constantly learn and grow, while surrounding ourselves with positive and inspiring people lifts us to new heights. By adopting these principles, we live more authentically and fully, finding joy in the small daily victories and deep connections we cultivate. So, I invite you to reflect on your own life. Practice humility, recognizing your limitations and always seeking to learn. And choose the people you share your journey with wisely. Surround yourself with friends who uplift and inspire you, and watch your life transform in unimaginable ways. True richness is in the lessons we learn and the friendships we cultivate along the way. Principle 5. Mortality and reactions. Constantly remember mortality to focus on a meaningful life. Your reactions to life's challenges shape your future, turning obstacles into opportunities for growth. In modern life, it's easy to get lost in everyday tasks, trivial distractions, and material concerns. However, Stoic philosophy invites us to deep reflection, constantly remembering our mortality. This is not a morbid exercise, but an awakening to the true essence of life. By maintaining awareness of the finiteness of our existence, we are guided to live more meaningfully, focusing on what really matters. The idea that our days are limited should encourage us to live each moment with purpose and gratitude. When we remember that life is finite, each day becomes a precious opportunity for growth, love, and fulfillment. Instead of procrastinating or worrying about trifles, we are compelled to pursue an existence rich in meaning and impact. Stoics, like Seneca, often remind us that death is the only certainty in life. Recognizing this frees us from the fear of the unknown and empowers us to live more fully. When we accept our mortality, we become more aware of our choices and actions, seeking a legacy of virtue and wisdom. In addition to focusing on a meaningful life, our reactions to life's challenges are crucial in shaping our future. Life is full of obstacles, but it is our response to these challenges that defines our destiny. The Stoics teach us that although we cannot control external events, we have complete control over our reactions to them. Imagine a sudden storm in your life, such as the loss of a job or the end of a relationship. Instead of letting oneself get discouraged or sink into hopelessness, a true practitioner of Stoicism sees these difficulties as opportunities for growth. Every setback is a chance to demonstrate resilience, learn valuable lessons, and grow stronger. This Stoic mindset turns obstacles into stepping stones to success. When we face adversity with courage and determination, we develop a more robust character and a sharper mind. Instead of being victims of circumstances, we become masters of our destiny, forging a path of wisdom and fulfillment. Stoic practice reminds us that we should not fear challenges, but rather embrace them. Adversity is inevitable, but our reactions can transform difficulties into opportunities. With each obstacle overcome, we grow in strength and wisdom, moving closer to a life of excellence. Therefore, by keeping mortality in mind, we focus on living meaningfully and purposefully. And by controlling our reactions to challenges, we shape our future with determination and resilience. Stoic philosophy offers us a clear path. Live each day with intention, make the most of every moment, and turn every difficulty into an opportunity for growth. I invite you to adopt this Stoic perspective. Remember your mortality to cherish every moment and face life's challenges with a resilient mind and an indomitable spirit. By doing so, you will not only find meaning in your journey, but you will also shape a bright future full of possibilities.